Once again, I would like to thank Dr. Abha and all other people, Dr. Ranjit and many others who have been with me, all throughout these 4 programs that we have done on the Eden. Because let me say that how this idea conceptualized is as I started growing old, and I was also coming away from the society, I felt that we can retain, restore, and be resilient. We are not waste away products. And just now, Dr. Jaishankar shared very fruitful and very, practical experiences about his grandmother and others. So, from there on, let me take on that when we discuss the word resilience, because in the beginning, the first program, if everyone remembers, we were talking about restoring, retaining. So that has been done. Now, the point is this, that how to describe the characteristics of a resilient elderly. Number one is, I am now not only speaking to you all, I'm speaking even to the elderlies, that we are not elderly. You can just redefine yourself and say, we are young veterans. The more we will think in that, the more positivity will enter, the mindset will get enriched, the thinking pattern will change, and you will gain an inner strength that here we are, all that we have gained so far, we can share. Like Dr. Jayashankar spoke about the Maslow's theory of self-actualization, and that is very, very rare. That as a child climbs the ladder from the first and reaches gradually with age on the top, so we have reached. Now we are have the storehouse of ideas, visualizations, experiences, and these are so valuable that they can keep the culture together, they can keep the children together, they can keep the family together, they can maintain an harmony and peace, not only in the family, even in the society. But there is one but, and that but is these elderly should get equal recognition. Their points of view should be understood. They are not play throwaway products that now you have grown old, you just sit in a one corner. You are therefore, what are you doing? You are wiping away, or you're avoiding, or you're ignoring a person who is sitting with all strength and vitality and can help you. Why is it? Now, I go into various questions and answers. Why is it that families are breaking up? Why is it that children are moving away from the families? Why is it that we are having runaway children? And why is it that we are having all these children who are entering into cybercrime, into drug addiction, into murder? At the drop of the hat, they're murdering, they're plundering. Why? The reason why is an elderly can answer. An elderly will say this why is because the whole structure of the family is crumbling, because degeneration is occurring into the very fabric of the family structure, into the very human ethos, into the very emotions. And all why? Because there is no thread to put them together. And that thread is nobody but the elderly in the house. So, therefore, while I'm talking to the elderly, I'm also addressing it to the children, the parents, and the grandchildren, that you will also grow old at that stage. We cannot stop age, but we can definitely stay the aging. An elderly person, an aged person is an asset to the whole country. If we look at it, their eyes are showing you the road to success. But at the same time, those eyes show tears, which you will never understand, because these tears say, I'm feeling lonely, I'm feeling neglected. But there I address to the elderly now that do not feel neglected. If you feel that they are leaving you, you have your own vitality, you have your own energy, you're rich in your thoughts, you are mentally empowered. You may not be physically empowered, but you're mentally empowered, you're spiritually empowered. You move out from the house, go to the park, sit at one corner, and look at many people who feel lonely. Just stretch out your hand and say, how are you? Here I am. You get a person as an extended family, and you will not feel lonely. You sit in your place, do some yoga meditation, which these people will speak, the speakers. you will feel enlightened. I do it myself. Dr. Jaishankar is speaking of a lady of 62. I'm crossed 75. And all these people who know me, whether it is Dr. Ranjit, with Dr. Jaishankar, or whether Abha, mid of the night, I start ringing their phone and give them messages. I feel they have gone to sleep. In the morning, they find my message. How am I doing it? It is because I feel myself as a resilient elderly. I feel that I'm not a lost piece. I'm personally telling you. All the experiences that I've gained through my life, I'm now sharing because I feel or I'm told by my inner soul, my inner strength, that share, don't die away like that. And that gives me strength. The more they come towards me, I feel they are respecting my thoughts, they are respecting my age, they are giving value to whatever I'm saying. And that further inspires me. And I go on thinking that what next to do? I don't sit. I go on doing, and I don't feel lonely. I don't feel alone. This is something I'm trying to tell the elderlies also, that you are the now contributors to the growth of the country. Whatever you're doing inside the house, whether you're illiterate also, even women, I'm telling, you are doing, and you're helping the family. You're helping your grandchildren and children to grow. You are contributing to the economic growth of the country. So why should you feel lonely? You should not. The more you know an elderly feels lonely and alone, he or she will develop illnesses, mental depression, sorrows, and there'll be no one to take care. But if a resilient elderly says, I am resilient, and looks into himself, gets spiritual strength, and moves out of the road, there are so many people, my friends, who need your help. You will feel important when you'll just go and take their hand and say, क्यों रो रहे हो? क्या बात है? क्यों सुनसान feel कर रहे हो? You will find the sorrows that you are saying are going to them, and they look up to you. You come back home, you have a peaceful sleep, you feel that you have done something the divine has ordered you to do. You are not doing on your own. It is the divine now who is telling you to do it, and you'll have a sound sleep. This is my thing to the elderlies, that to be resilient, you have to be active, number one. You have to be alert, number two. You have to be, you should not think yourself that I'm no more of use. No, you have learned, and learned. Now you have to teach, and teach to the people that here are the experiences. Families will go under your shelter. And therefore, families, yes, there's one thing I have to say again, that both elderlies and the family members and the children, they should adapt and adjust and accommodate each other's limitations. Elderly must also say that here you people are bringing new thoughts, you're bringing new waves, I'm ready to accept. And the grandchildren and the children and the parents or the children should understand that here lies the value of what the mother is saying. I'll narrate a case here which has really, even now when I'm talking to you, has really frustrated me. It's of not a poor home. It's of an matured, well-balanced, financially equipped home where a paralytic father, recently it came in Times of India, he had urinated on the bed. The son came home alcoholic, and he beaten the father so badly that the father died on the spot. Is that the attitude? Now I ask that boy, wherever he is, I ask the other children of that age, did you not urinate on your father's lap? Did your father throw you out? Did he kill you? Did he not wash your clothes, helped you to redress, and brought you to this end? So what return are you giving him? Now that he is ill, you are saying you are of no use, so you die. This is the things that are now creeping into our culture. There was a time when Indian culture was rich because the family was there, the home was there, the elders were there. But today, elders are thrown out into the old age homes, or they are thrown out on the road, and then the family breaks. So, my friends, I won't go further, but I'll say this, that always to keep, number one, first the family, then we go to the society. The family must look at to each other. A family, which I say, is not simply a collection of people inside. No. Family means when there's an emotional bond. Family means when there's a love, importance, trust, and therefore that trust, that importance, that love should be given by the children, by the grandchildren, to the elderly. So the elderly will not feel any more lonely or alone. And this knit and this network that comes in will strengthen the family so much, no matter how many obstacles come, no matter, they fail financially, they will stand together. That is what is needed. That is needed. That is called resilience. Resilience not only simply for the elderly, resilience all for the family members, that they'll withstand all obstacles and come out. So the need of the hour is, as we are concluding this program, and thanks to Abha that she listened to me intently, I really owe her, that to be a resilient elderly, the elderly must keep on contributing. If the family, I'm saying, because somewhere I also project myself in my words, that if you don't want to, there's a saying that if you don't change, then I'll change myself. Now, the here, what I do is that if you, my child, if you're not going to accept it, okay, fine. I'll go out and talk to people. And I find that many people come forth to listen. Many people feel there's value in what she's saying. And that gives me importance. I never feel lonely. I never feel alone. I am a resilient elderly. And resilient elderly, therefore, always thinks within himself or herself that so far you have come, you have climbed all the ladders, you have developed self actualization. Now you must not look down, but look up and look back to your memories and share them with the children. Because you must feel that your responsibility is still not ended. It is still continuing and will continue till you leave this world. So, with these words, I thank you for giving me time. Thank you very much.